Welcome, everyone. It is 3:36, and today's date is Monday, March the 3rd, 2025, and I am going to call this meeting to order. Ms. Anna, can you establish quorum for us, please?
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Nori Garza,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Ruben Plata,
Present.
Councilwoman Jessica Ortega,
Present.
Marissa Gerlach.
Present.
Councilman Alberto Vela.
Present.
Mayor, we've established quorum.
Okay, thank you. Next item is invocation and pledge of allegiance. Please stand.
Heavenly Father, as we gather here today to serve our community, we ask for your guidance and wisdom. Grant us clarity of mind, patience in discussion, and integrity in our decisions. Bless our city and its citizens. May we work together with respect and a shared vision for a thriving and compassionate community. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next item is disclosure of conflicts of interest. Ms. Anna, is there anything filed?
Mayor Pro Tem Plata has one for executive session item number 2 in relation to Cimarron.
Okay, thank you, and that's all, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the next item is presentations, and our first presentation is a proclamation for the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce celebrating their 79th anniversary.
Mayor, Council, we've got quite a few representatives with us here today from the Chamber. And the proclamation reads as follows. Celebrating the 79th anniversary of the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce. Whereas the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce has been a cornerstone of economic growth, business advocacy, and community development since its founding in 1946. Whereas for 79 years, the Chamber has served as a vital resource for local businesses, fostering innovation, collaboration, and prosperity in our community. Whereas through its unwavering commitment to leadership, networking, and economic advancement, the Chamber has played a pivotal role in shaping the success and sustainability of our local economy. Whereas the Chamber's dedication to service, partnership, and community engagement has strengthened businesses, empowered entrepreneurs, and enhanced the overall quality of life for our residents. Whereas it is fitting to recognize and celebrate the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce for its 79 years of exceptional service, leadership, and dedication to our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we proudly recognize the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce for 79 years of business success and extend our deepest appreciation for its contributions to our businesses, citizens, and the future of our community. Be it further resolved that we encourage all residents, businesses, and community leaders to join in celebrating this milestone and supporting the continued success of the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce. Now, therefore, we, the City Council of the City of Mission, do hereby proclaim March 2025 as Greater Mission Chamber Month in Mission, Texas, as we continue to build history in the business industry. Proclaimed on this, the 3rd day of March, 2025.
I move to approve the proclamation as read.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the proclamation as read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0, and congratulations. Would anybody like to speak, please? Any? Yeah, there you go.
That was unanimous as well.
Yes, I think so.
It really is an honor for the Mission Chamber to serve this community, and we serve with all of you. We see you everywhere we go within the city of Mission and throughout the entire Rio Grande Valley. Our mission is to help grow this area and to help our small businesses feel supported, to encourage new small businesses to come here and to support every single household that's here to feel the passion that we feel of being a part of the Mission community. So thank you so much for your recognition. Thank you for what you do to serve this community. And we're excited to get to 100 years and beyond. So
Yeah.
we're in this together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
And while we're here, just want to thank the leadership of the Chamber.
Yes.
Brenda Enriquez has been an incredible leader for this organization for several years now. And her entire team that is here with us today, they really work so hard to promote this organization, the city, and the board members that we have with us are just incredible. I think that the team we have is some of the best we've ever had, and again, it's an honor for all of us to be serving the community with you. So thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? No? No? Okay, well, we're going to go down and take a picture with you guys, and I have a proclamation for you.
Have Jan come. Okay, here. She made it just in time.
Only 79 years.
If we waited 79 years, we can wait one more year for Jan.
Yes, agreed.
We needed some of the red jacketing. All right, thank you.
Okay, the next item is a report from our Mission Economic Development Corporation. Mr. Garcia.
Hello, Mayor, City Council. Teclo Garcia, CEO of the Mission Economic Development Corporation. Here to provide you a briefing on some of the activity that's taken place, in the last month or so. I've got some stuff on the screens to share with you. Some of the things that you may have known about, but just for public consumption, is the December we had in 2024, which is really February's numbers for the Texas Comptroller, that showed Mission taking in $3.319 million in sales tax revenue. That's an all-time high for Mission for 1 month. That was a 27% jump from last year at this time, the same month. It's the highest number of any of the largest cities in the valley. So we're leading the valley in that's Christmas month sales tax revenue. That's above, percentage-wise, above every other city in the region. And you can look at to the right-hand side there, the rankings. San Juan was at 25.0. Their numbers are a lot lower than ours, but the percentage is high. FAR at 22%, Wesco 19%, Harlingen 16.2%. This is growth December or February, which is really December's month, over the last in the last year. And McAllen's at 12.3%, and Brownsville was breaking even at 0%.
wow.
One thing to note here is our growth being higher than FAR. In the raw numbers, this is the first time in 10 years that Mission has had a better month than FAR. And if you recall, if you take a look around FAR, that's about when they started building those power centers on Jackson and moving Costco in, remember Mike? And taking Chick-fil-A from the McAllen side over there, and then putting the academy. That was a little bit later, but the thing with Costco was about a decade or so ago. So we've caught up to them and surpassed them, really on the strength of our small businesses and without the Costco's and everything else. So really do have to hand it to our small businesses in Mission, who have done a great job in propelling us forward. So you remember this? This was a Mission Day at the Capitol. It was a couple of weeks ago. It was only the coldest day on record for many years in Austin, but I think we received a good reception. I thought we had some really good meetings. I want to thank the Chamber for their logistics and organization to help make the day possible. Mayor, I thought we had some good meetings, right?
Yes, we did.
So thank you for y'all, Jessica, for Mr. Plata for being there. And of course, we were there also for RGV Day, which was the next day. But another excellent day and good comments from some of the legislators I spoke to that were really super happy to see us. About a month ago, we had a Ruby Red Ventures Build Mission Fund. That is our Ruby Red Ventures program that we're kind of doing a 2.0 version. This is our second year in a row that we're able to award about $15,000 to 16 small businesses. We had about $220,000 to award these businesses, second year in a row. Altogether, in the last 15, 18 months, we've probably invested about $850,000 to $900,000 in the Mission small businesses from the Mission EDC. So I want to thank our board for their leadership, Mayor and Richard Hernandez and the whole group for supporting these programs for small businesses. And we have a follow-up meeting with the businesses next week just to see where they are as part of our follow-up that we want to make sure and track them, and then also for us to build a little network among small businesses so they get to know each other. Maybe they buy and sell from each other, and so this is the first year that we do that, and so we hope to get a good response. They've all responded they're coming, so we'll see. But always a special day for us when we get to award these funds to them, and want to thank you for supporting that as well. The ICSC Red River Conference, that's the International Conference for Shopping Centers. This was in Dallas the last, well, it's about a month or so ago also. We took a team up there to take in several meetings and recruit and meet with new partners. I think it went very well. We're up there for a couple of days. The International Conference for Shopping Centers has their national meeting in Las Vegas. Some of you know about that one. But the Red River, to me, is much more impactful. It's a little bit smaller. You get a lot more meetings. You get certain things done. And I think we had a really good response. We're following up on at least 3 major projects from that meeting. So hopefully we can, land those projects. Like I said, we're in the midst of talking to several folks about that, but want to thank you also for your support there. A little over a month ago, we went to San Luis Potosí. I think it was about the time of this meeting, and Mayor was invited by the governor and the director of, the Economic Development Secretary for us to come down to a conference. I was on a panel, but we also had private meetings with the mayor and the Economic Development Secretary. The mayor met very quickly with the governor and his wife as well. Mayor was honored at a dinner along with some other folks. This was our ongoing commitment to having a relationship with the state of San Luis Potosí, which is important to us. And we probably go back in June or July, but we want to continue to cultivate this relationship. One of the things we were able to do while we were there was visit the BMW factory that they have. And this BMW factory doesn't make cars for lots. This particular factory is specifically made to online orders. So if you order a car, they will make it. They're not going to start making a car unless someone orders one. And it was an unbelievable facility, maybe like 4 levels high, tons of automation, I forget the number of robots they said they had in there, but it's all very impressive. And just to show you how Mexico, even with that factory, still stays Mexico, the break rooms were absolutely inundated with Coca-Cola bottles, just everywhere. I mean, Coke is still the choice in Mexico, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But an impressive trip, and we'll continue to work on that to build those relations with San Luis Potosí. I want to thank the governor and the secretary for inviting us. Here in town, Ubiquity, if you recall, is a customer service center. I don't want to call them a call center because Ubiquity handles contracts, federal government contracts, large business contracts, all sorts of different contracts they have for the back shop, the customer service centers that where people can call in, ask for help. You ever seen those dial-a-ride places? I think they have one of those centers. They do healthcare, they do fintech, they have a lot. So in this last session that we had them inside the seed building, they were training over 100 people to add to their payroll to which they've already hired 300 people for. So adding another 100 people and training them to do a certain job. And so they were there for about 6 weeks. And I don't know if we can play the video in here. You want to play a video? And this is just this gentleman from Ubiquity explaining.
So Ubiquity is a business process outsourcer, or BPO. We provide outsourcing services, both inbound, outbound phone calls, back office work, pretty much any business services, both inside the United States and near shore. We partnered with a site selection company. They provided us demographic information on several different regions. We did a couple of visits to those areas, and we just found Mission to be an area that really embraces that part of the culture's mentality, both with the bilingual speaking population, relatively moderate unemployment rate, which is great for our business because it allows us to hire a lot of folks and bring a lot of jobs to the area, which is great. We've been here a little over a year now. We started in January of 2024. We've hired over 100 people in the last 30 days, and we're hiring another 100 in the next 30 to 45 days. And that's largely in part due to the partnership with the MEPC and the Seed Center here. The training space that you guys have has allowed us to adapt to our clients' rapidly changing needs and bring on a high volume of staff in such a short period of time. We're definitely hiring. We'll be hiring for a long time to come. You can always stop by our office at 4101 South Sherry Road, or go to ubiquity.com/careers, fill out an application online, and our talent acquisition team will contact you right there.
Mayor, they're leasing that property on South Sherry Road, which is just past where the Pepsi Park is, just a little bit south, right next to the T-Mobile facility. And we went and toured it a couple weeks ago, and they've already moved into a separate building, so they filled up what they had, and now they're moving into, like he said, they're hiring 200 people, they already have 300. So that's way past our expectations of just hiring 300 people. They're starting people at around $15 to $17 an hour and moving up from there. So they really enjoy their workforce here, so we're happy to have them. One thing I forgot to mention here, I think there's a video here, right, that we can play? And this is from the ICSC that I've kind of passed over. Just give you an idea of what happened there. This is the ICSC Red River Conference in Dallas, Texas. It's the largest development, retail, and business conference in the Southwest. We're not marketing Mission, and we're not out of Mission and getting the word out. We're not doing our job, and we're here to lure more businesses into Mission and create jobs. I want to thank the board members and council members that were there. I think Carl Davis thinks he has a real feel for this. And he likes going to these conferences. He's chomping at the bit to have meetings. So we're glad to have him and Richard and yourself and others who went. I want to thank the RGV Partnership for their events as well. So, but it was all good. Thank you for your time. I'm here to answer any questions as usual. If not, you know where to reach me. But just wanted to give you this update since I kind of missed last month. Apologize.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Any questions, comments? No? Okay, good job.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Next item is a report from our chamber. Ms. Brenda?
Evening, Mayor, Council, and Mike. Wonderful activities happening at the Mission Chamber of Commerce. We have a ribbon cutting tomorrow for Pete Jaramillo Insurance. He has a new location off Sherry, and that's happening tomorrow. Please join us if you're able to. We have a couple of educational webinars with our partners over at SBDC. We have one coming up on Smart Start, staying in compliance, and revolutionizing your social media with AI. So we do encourage everyone to come and learn a little bit more about AI, and those are happening with our partners webinar-wise. We also have a Lunch and Learn happening on March 12th. The topic is business and end-of-life preparations, and it's happening over at the Seed Building from 11:30 to 1 on March 12th. And we also have a GMCC member mixer happening at our members Santa Fe Steakhouse. That's happening on the 13th. Please join us if you want to come and network as well. And we are preparing for a Women's History Month celebration and community market, where it's all about women, women in commerce on March 26th, and that will be happening at our headquarters at right next to the Chamber of Commerce. And our two signature events is this Friday. We are celebrating the Winter Texan Fiesta. We're really excited about this as we thank our Winter Texans, and this is what we call stewardship efforts. So please join us, come and have a good time with us on March 7th at the Leo Placita, which is this Friday. And the planning continues for the annual golf tournament, which will take place at Sherry Golf Course on May 2nd. So we are securing teams at this moment, and that's all we have going on for now.
Okay, thank you so much. Alrighty, the next item is the departmental reports. Those are in our packets. Are there any questions or comments?
I move to approve the reports as presented.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve the departmental reports as presented. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0.
Oh, Mayor,
Yes.
I didn't know we were there yet. I just wanted to see if we could have Judge Warmeister talk on item 14, so that way the public can know about the amnesty.
Okay.
But we,
Right now, we're in the,
no, we're not.
I thought never mind, sorry, Judge. I'm like totally lost.
When we get to consent.
Yes, when we get to
yes,
consent agenda, I'm
yeah,
sorry. I thought we
okay,
did
which,
that.
She wants to leave by 5.
right. Okay, so citizens' participation, did anybody sign up for citizens' participation?
No, ma'am.
No, okay, so we'll move on to consent agenda. And that is items number 6 through
15.
15, yes.
Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda item with the exception of item number 14.
Yes, please, I second.
Okay. All right, anything else needs to be pulled? No, all right, so the motion is to approve the consent agenda items as presented, except for item number 14. And Ms. Anna, can you go over the resolution numbers, please?
Yes, ma'am. Item number 9 would be 1961, number 10, 1962, 11, 1963, 12, 1964, 15 would be 1965, and 14 would be 1966.
Okay. When we get to number 14.
Yes, when we
Right,
get to
okay,
14.
so right now we're approving 6 through 15, except for number 14. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Okay, now we'll go to item number 14. Judge? Yes.
All right. Good afternoon, Mayor, Council, City Manager. We're seeking approval of a resolution establishing an amnesty program for the month of March 2025. The resolution reads as follows: whereas the City Council of the City of Mission wishes to establish a temporary amnesty program to allow violators with outstanding warrants to voluntarily appear in court to resolve their charges and do so without fear of arrest, and whereas failure to appear charges and warrant fees will be waived upon payment in full of the underlying violation, and the City of Mission municipal warrants will be recalled. And whereas the Mission Municipal Court office is located at 1200 East 8th Street, Mission, Texas, and payments can be made in person Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. Whereas this resolution shall be in force and full force and effect immediately upon having been read, considered, and approved by the council until the close of business on March 31st, 2025. And whereas upon conclusion of the temporary amnesty program, the City of Mission shall return to regular enforcement of arrest warrants and fines. Now therefore it be resolved that the City of Mission approves the Mission Municipal Court Amnesty Month for March 3rd through March 31st, 2025, as stated herein. Read, considered, and approved this third day of March 2025.
Okay,
Mayor, I move to approve.
Second.
okay, there's a motion and a second to approve Resolution Number 1966, adopting the guidelines for municipal court amnesty program during the month of March of 2025. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0.
Thank you very much. If I may just
Yes,
briefly,
please.
I would also like to encourage those individuals who cannot pay in full and maybe can't take advantage of the full amnesty program, that they should still come in voluntarily without fear of being arrested, and we can explore alternate forms of payment regarding whether it's payment plans or community service or things like that. So
Okay.
my encouragement for anybody with outstanding violation, this is the perfect month to come in, even if you can't pay in full.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Good to know. Thank you. All right, the next item is our public hearing, but there are no items under planning and zoning, so there is not a public hearing. Is that correct, Ms. Anna?
That is correct.
Okay, so we'll move right into approvals and authorizations. The first item, Chief?
Hello, Mayor and Council, Chief Torres, Mission Police Department. Item number 16, we're seeking authorization to purchase 29 rifle-resistant body armor from GT Distributors via buy board 698-23 in the amount of $47,305.90. This is through a grant from the Office of the Governor. Staff and City Manager recommend approval.
I move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to authorize the purchase of rifle-resistant body armor. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0. Next item, Chief?
Next item, number 17, approval of a budget amendment for $55,000 from Fund 10, which is a state forfeiture account, and budget amendment for $85,000 for Fund 11, which is a federal forfeiture account. The fund transfers request to ensure operational expenditures are covered for the remainder of the fiscal year to cover training, equipment, uniforms, police gear. Staff and City Manager recommend approval.
Okay, any
Move
questions?
for approval.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve two budget amendments, one for $55,000 from Fund 10 and $85,000 for Fund 11. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0.
Thank you.
Chief. Next item,
Michael,
is that,
Andy's not here.
okay.
He's on the golf course in Mississippi.
Hi, Mike.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council, Mike. Item number 18, authorization of reimbursement agreement between the City of Mission and the Mission Economic Development Corporation related to Sherry Municipal Golf Course water well, sod, and pump station improvements in the amount of $250,000. On August 28th, the MEDC Board approved golf course improvement project funding as a part of the budget process. The MEDC is requesting the use of a reimbursement agreement to process the payments for the allocated funds. The MEDC Board approved the reimbursement agreement at the board meeting on February 26th, 2025. Staff and City Manager recommending approval.
I move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to authorize a reimbursement agreement between the City of Mission and Mission Economic Development Corporation related to the Sherry Municipal Golf Course well, sod, and pump station improvements in the amount of $250,000. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Tekla. Okay, next item.
Hi, good afternoon, Mayor and City Council. I come before you to present item 19, authorization to reject and resolicit bids for the construction and installation of the elevator at 1301 East 8th Street also known as the CDBG building. The City of Mission received only one bid for the construction and installation of the elevator at 1301 East 8th Street in the amount of $477,000 with $33, which exceeded the allocated budget. It is recommended that the bid be rejected and the project be resolicited to encourage increased participation and competitive pricing. Staff and city manager recommends approval.
I move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to reject and resolicit bids for the construction and installation of the elevator at 1301 East 8th Street. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Mayor,
Thank
I
you.
have a
Thank you.
question for Mr. Terrazas.
Yes.
Was there ever an elevator there?
No.
You're just putting one?
Yes, so
And so
since
what
we
would
bought
be-
the, I'm sorry, what was?
Okay. The CDBG offices are in the first floor. So
Correct.
what will be in the second floor?
Right now it's empty.
Okay.
We're planning to remodel that building and make it ADA compliant.
Okay,
And part of making it ADA compliance, we need to add an elevator
okay,
to make it a public building. Since it's gonna be a public building, that's why we're entertaining to construct an elevator and also remodel. The remodel would be done in-house, but right now we don't have the capability of doing the elevator in-house, so that's why we're going out for bids for an elevator.
so upstairs will be more office spaces?
Well,
That
the
is
plan is to put CDBG upstairs,
Uh-huh.
and then on the bottom floors, we're looking at putting our PIO and their crew down there. And
The media?
since we moved the health department, code enforcement department to the health department, we're not moving over there, and our auditor, we're gonna put, so we contracted out. So the second floor will be CDBG and grants, and then the first floor will be vacant for other uses that the council may deem necessary in the
How
future.
big is the building?
That building is approximately 6,500 square feet.
So you're
It's
gonna,
got 6 offices on the second floor and 7 offices on the first floor. Also conference rooms on both floors with restrooms. We were planning to either add, we have a conceptualization plan right now, but we're still making changes. We wanted to do either a tourist office there and also a conference room there for tourists, but we're still going back to the drawing board and making changes.
And
Since
those plans-
we combined several departments, for example, civil service and HR. Civil service was supposed to be one of those departments that was gonna move in over there, like Mr. Perez mentioned. Also, the auditor was supposed to move over there, but since we recently don't have one, we're making a couple of changes.
And you'll end up approving the final layout. We're still trying to get clarification from TERS if they really want to have an office in that building or not, because right now they rent. Go ahead, oh, you want to? Yeah, I know.
You want to
Yeah.
have 2 offices?
Yeah, but you're like
Yeah.
me, we have a little bit of say. They
A
have,
little bit of say.
the board and-
I'm gonna stress that, a little bit of say.
well, but would it not be better to use it all as an office space instead of conference rooms? Since we had the EDC, we had the city.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, why would we need a conference room there? We
Those are-
can do 2 or 3 offices.
Those are my thoughts.
I guess that's why I asked the question. Thank you, JP, for clarifying that. And then, I don't know, you know that I love Michael's research for money and stuff, and because it's for ADA compliance and all that stuff, I was just wondering, off the top of my head, the first thing that popped in was any type of grants or anything like that for that type of development. That's all. Thank you.
Because there's no more room for growth in this area so this is the opportunity to get
Yes.
office for staff instead of conference room. That is my opinion.
I agree.
We got plenty of conference rooms around here.
Yes.
I think, John, don't we even have one in the PD? I don't know, you probably don't want to go over there, but.
So I will say that more and more what I'm seeing is kind of like the way they have it at the Seed Building, even at the district that I work at, that we're more into like a big space with like different offices inside, kind of like how planning is right now.
cubicles.
Cubicles. It's a
Yes.
cubicle setting, so maybe a big office like that so that a department can fit in there that way.
Yes, and part of the remodeling, we're knocking down some of the walls and doing them
Bigger
like
space.
open space, and that's a good idea. We can probably incorporate some of the cubicles in that area.
Thank you.
So it is on 6,500 right now square feet.
Correct.
So are we adding more room, more space or no?
Not necessarily is the same square footage, but
Since
we're
you-
having a better use for the offices.
That's good. I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Mr. Terrazas.
Thank you.
Did we vote on that? Ms. Anna, did we
I
vote?
made a motion.
Yes, we voted.
Yeah, we did, okay, all righty. Okay, the next item is
Stephen?
Steve's item. Can we go into executive session on that?
Yes.
Steve, before
Yes,
you do the presentation, I'd like to take the opportunity to include that in our executive session.
Okay.
So you don't have to redo the presentation. So we'll do that.
Which
And
presentation?
also, I
20
would
and
like to
21.
take 20 and 21 into executive session, if that's okay with everybody else.
So move.
Okay.
Second?
All righty,
We'll go now.
yes. Okay, so unfinished business, I don't believe there's any. Routine matters. Mr. Pettis, do you have any comments?
Yes, we have a bunch of items happening at the library. We have Can't Stop Reading, March 5th to the 19th, starting at 5 p.m. The Scholarship Essay Advice for Teens, March 5th at 6 p.m. Teen Cottage Core Hour Holiday Painting Sessions, March the 12th at 6 p.m. World Poetry Day, March 18th and 20th at 6 p.m. We also have at the museum lecture series on La Peña Negra on March 8th at 11 a.m. Staycation for spring break, March 18th and 19th from 1 to 4 at the all-inclusive Lions Park. And then the Keep McAllen Beautiful Trash Bass, March 29th from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Keep mission.
Keep, what did I say? Keep Mission?
McAllen.
Oh my God, shoot me, please. At least I didn't say Westlaco.
I did that. That's true.
No, they're both bad. Keep Mission Beautiful Trash Bash, March 29th, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the CWV Park and Mayberry Pool.
We know what's in his heart.
Uh-oh.
No,
Okay,
no.
okay. City council comments?
I just want to wish everybody a happy March. It's my birthday month, so it's amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
And everybody have a safe spring break, because our next meeting's not going to be until the 27th. So enjoy and spend time with friends and family. Be safe.
Yeah,
No comments, thank you.
yeah. I just want to wish everyone a happy and safe spring break, since we won't be seeing anybody until after that. So,
Yes, a safe and spring break with your family, and yeah, we won't see you. The staycation, I encourage everyone, that is such a great event. And also, take advantage of the amnesty program. I think that
Yes.
is also something that's
yeah,
good, so, thank you.
No comment.
okay. All righty then. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So move.
Motion and a second to go into executive session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. session.
I'll make a motion to come back into regular session.
Okay. Beto, can I have a second? Second. And a second to go into open session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 20. Steve? Okay, we're ready.
I move to approve.
Yeah, right.
Okay, number 20 was the approval of the Best Friends agreement for the grant agreement. And that agreement provides leadership and direction from this national organization on policy development, on program development. It ensures that one of their representatives are here for 4 months throughout the rest of the year, and focuses on a robust adoption and fostering program, as well as microchipping and community engagement.
And the
Thank you.
cost to the city? What's the cost to the city?
For the Best Friends, there's no cost.
At no
If anything,
cost.
we can be
Yes.
awarded grants for achieving the 90%,
Okay.
the 90% no-kill rate.
And no
Alright.
kill.
No kill, no kill, no kill.
I make a motion for approval.
Second.
And a second. There's a motion and a second to authorize to enter into a grant agreement between Best Friends Animal Society and the City of Mission. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 21.
Number 21 is our business plan that you have before you. We did forecast our revenue, which is $443,000, including the $400,000 from the city, grants, in-kind donations, adoption fees, et cetera, and then our revenues to total about $600,000. So the expenses are more than the revenue. I have line items for payroll alone is $229,000 for a total of 14 employees, some full-time, some part-time. We have line items for spay and neuter, $100,000 for spay and neuter. So the lower the cost we can get with a spay and neuter clinic, the more animals we can spay and neuter. I also have a line item for medical services, for emergencies, for $40,000, and also a line item for vaccines, another $40,000, and then basic building maintenance, reconfiguring the kennels in the back, and a contingency of about 10%. So a total of $608,000.
Mayor, I'd like to
So
make a
what's the
motion.
deficiency?
165,364.
Is our
We're
deficit.
probably missing a few things in there.
A few minor changes, yeah, that
So
we'll
we'll
work
come
in.
back. And the other thing is, I know that, because we were talking about what the cost is going to be, we'll be looking at reaching out to some of our friends,
Fundraising.
like Ms. Bailly and others, to help us with some fundraising. And what we'll do also, Mayor and City Council, is we'll put together a 5-year plan. But part of that is going to be talking to some of our friends and try to get their input and see how they can help us raise some money and close that gap and see how we can do a better job with spay and neuter programs
Yes.
and things like that. And we'll do a 5-year projection. And we'll set up a workshop so we can visit with the city council on this in the next probably month and a half or so.
Okay. All righty. So there is a motion
I
and a
would like
second.
to thank you, first of all, on behalf of our community and all of our animals.
You're welcome, it's a pleasure.
So
to
I'd
be
like to
here.
make a motion for approval as presented.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to authorize the implementation of the business plan for Mission Animal Shelter. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. There is no other business.
Thank you.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to close or
Yes.
to.
Yes, and before I take that vote, I just want to remind everyone about the special workshop that we're having on Saturday, from 9 to 12 at the Seed Building. And it's a joint meeting with Seed, at the Seed, with TERS, MEDC, and ourselves. So that's all I have. So there's a motion
Thank you, Mayor.
and
Second.
a second to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.